What's up, guys? I'm not here to show you guys how I made $10,000 today day trading, but I want to show you how one of my best students, Joel, who has been my student for I think a little over a year, ended up making over $30,000 today in multiple accounts on Top Step. And I want to show you guys the trade that he took here on Platinum, the reason of why I didn't take it because I don't trade London session, but he lives in Europe. And I'm going to break it down for you guys in 3 small steps. I know he did have a loss at the beginning, so I want to recreate the loss too so you guys can see everything. Now, step number 1 is creating our bias. Bias wise, we get in the daily a bunch of breakups, and even though the last break is creating a lower low and a lower high, due to the fact that we've had over 3 breaks to the upside. Here we had the first one, here we had the second one, and here we had the third one, and you guys can see we have 4 and 5. This chart remains bullish. After the daily, we step down to the 4 hour and we make sure that it's doing the exact same thing. Here we can see that we had not just 1 break to the upside, but 2 breaks to the upside, making the 4 hour bullish. That's how easy it is. We can clearly see that it's creating higher highs and higher lows. After that, all we need is for price to be in a zone inside of the 1 hour, and we can see clearly that the hourly is inside of a 1 hour S&D, and because of that, we can look at the 1 minute for executions. Now in the 1 minute, all we're going to be looking for is retest. So when we get a break up, we're going to wait for price to come back into the zone, giving us the retest, and after that we're going to put our buy stop order above the protected high, assuming that price was going to keep on going up, and it will look something like this. Now currently, as you guys can see, we're breaking down right here, so what we need is for price to come back up, give us the retest like I said here, and then we'll be putting our order above the protected high. Okay, we get our break here. Now all we need is for that retest of the area. I'm going to be counting at tap of this zone right here as the full retest, and after that we'll be putting our orders. Okay, we get our tap right there. Even if it's a wick, it doesn't matter, it counts as a tap. We put our order up here and our stop loss below this low, and if price does keep on going lower, I'm going to keep updating my stop loss lower, but for now we're going to keep it here. Now right here we do get tapped in. Our stop loss ends up being here because that is the protected low, as you guys can see with the indicator, and as always we're going to be targeting at least a 1 to 2. Now we do end up getting an instant loss here, which is completely fine. It does not matter. We can look for another entry. Now for the re-entry, we're not going to need a break and then a tap of the zone. No, all we need for the re-entry is for the break. So right now we can go ahead and put our entry right there and our stop loss below the protected low, assuming that price wants to keep on going higher. Okay, lo and behold, we get instantly tapped in right there. We put our stop loss at the protected low and we trail. For the trail, all we're going to be doing is following this 50 EMA and the breaks. It's like this. We get breaks, breaks, breaks. But if the 50 EMA is not above the current protected low, we're not going to update the stop loss below the low. We're going to keep the stop loss where it currently is. So in this case, if the 50 was right here, then we would put it below. The 50 is below, then we would keep it right here, and so on and so forth. So in this case, our stop loss is right here. We're going to be using the yellow line as a stop loss. We trail the stop loss to here. We do get another break right here, but the EMA is still below the protected low, so we're not going to move the stop loss. We're going to keep it right here, which just saved us from getting stopped out. We're still right here. Now that the 50 EMA is above the protected low, we can move our stop loss to this low. And I want you guys to know that these are the rules that Joel followed, and these are the rules that we've taught him inside of the mentorship, and pay close attention because he's making more money. He made more money because he followed the rules. If not, he would have gotten stopped out right here, but because the EMA rule is there and we follow the EMA, and as the EMA goes up with the breaks, we move our stop loss. If we have no break, we don't move our stop loss, and if we have a break but the EMA is not above the protected low, we're not going to move the stop loss. And you're going to see that that's why he made 20 RR. If not, he would have made a lot less. He would have already gotten stopped out right here for a 1 to 6, which is really good, but it's not as good as a 1 to 20. Now we move our stop loss right up here. This one was a crazy trade. I'm not even going to lie to you boys. Like, this was crazy. We move our stop loss right here. We move our stop loss below this low, and that's the power of trailing. And so far, we've managed to secure a 1 to 14. So if you would have put $1,000, you would now be up 14,000. And I'm not gonna speed up the process. I want you guys to straight up see what happened and how he made so much money. Right here, we end up getting stopped out, and I'm gonna show you why we got stopped out. Because we trailed, we followed the rules. We get this last break, number 13, right here. And as that happens, we also get the MA above the protected low, making it so that we can actually trail below this low, stopping us out for a 1 to 20. Making Joel, I think he made over $40,000 in a single day as a father. He's 22 years old and he has a daughter, and he's making a bunch of money. But yeah, thank you for watching. Check the links in the description if you want to watch the full. But thank you for watching. As always, hit the like, hit the sub. Don't forget to hit the links in the description down below if you want to join my trading mentorship, or if you want my free 5-hour course, you can check out the links and you can gain access. See you on the next one. Peace.